Okay, so shalom and welcome to another episode of Ghetto Cooking. Here I am still uh sleeping in my car. Yeah. But that ain't no excuse for not eating a nutrient dense diet. And so you still gotta be healthy. The poor man got to be healthy. And so I'm always looking for the poor man's ways on how to get healthy. And one of those ways that I'm trying to do that is to get more omega 3s in my diet. I can just speak from personal experience when I uh, consume the chia seeds, that the chia seeds, uh, they do power your brain energetically, you know what I mean? Because I've had several very, very low blood sugars. But like I had a 27, I think I had a 37 just the last like 2 days, and I really couldn't notice it because I believe that the omega 3s are an alternative source of brain fuel, and a 27 a blood sugar, and I'm having a hard time recognizing it. Uh, Now, when you have a low blood sugar, oftentimes you can have a hard time recognizing it. But um, I was functioning completely normal. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Is even with a low blood sugar, with the omega 3s in my diet, I believe that alternate source of brain fuel uh, allowed me to keep, you know, my cognitive abilities even with a low blood sugar. So, in an effort to continue to eat more of my chia seeds, and so this is kind of my haul. I just picked up some coconut here. Uh, so this is, I'm trying to get better angles here. Organic coconut. Okay. So, I mean, you can't get much cleaner than that, right? Hopefully. What is this? This is, where's the ingredient list? Let me go down here. I'm sorry. This is bad lighting. Well, oh yeah, it's down at the very, very bottom. Ingredients, almonds. Okay. Now, there's a lot of, I should probably take some time. I have been trying to get my calcium levels up higher, and of course, all my minerals. This has some iron in it that I wanted to get inside me, you know what I mean? Uh, some calcium, some potassium. And so, hey, my diet, I want to have nuts and seeds. You know what I mean? Because nuts and seeds are nutrient dense powerhouse foods. And so I got some organic, great value ground flaxseed, cold milled. Okay. And so the only ingredient on my ingredient list is organic ground flaxseed. And from what I understand, would be better to use and consume, because the whole seed might not be able to be completely digested. So I like the idea of having the ground. I'm going to make a yogurt here. I'm going to add some coconut and some almonds and some chia seeds. That I gotta get my chia seeds down. So I've been kind of pounding them down, been drinking them down any way I can get them down. I still got my cranberries. I got some yogurt. Now, I just picked up this yogurt. It is only ingredient in the list, cultured milk. You know, I wanted something with a higher fat content. You know what I mean? Low carb. You know, look at all that B12 that's in that yogurt. 50% in one serving. So a lot of B12 for your energy, some potassium, some calcium. I'm trying to get that calcium in me. You know, and so I wanted the whole fat milk, low carb milk. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I got my walnuts there. Still, I picked up some pure vanilla extract, and so with that, it's just yogurt, no flavoring or anything. So that's great. But I'm gonna add some ground cinnamon and some vanilla, and of course I got my Dutch cocoa. I'm gonna try to add, and I got some bananas. Now, how am I gonna fit that all in here? Well, I'm gonna try, and we're gonna find out.